Offending Native American people.
You're caring more about the image more than you are the basis.
No, no.
Racism.
Have you experienced this?
100%. I went to an all-white school,
Then you
being
should
the only
be
Puerto
even
Rican.
more sympathetic to this.
Think about
Then
that.
you should understand.
Not at all. You should overcome.
you
should overcome.
No.
When they told me that I dance funny, guess what I did? I danced funnier. Think about that. Think about that.
Don't get twisted.
Think about that. You represent more. You represent more than what they're already fighting. You guys aren't representing more than they're already fighting. You guys are fighting a logo.
Think about it. It's changing. It's changing too.
We are fighting a symbol of genocide.
There is a change.
Congratulations.
And they're still
A
doing
black man has no choice but to have a black face, correct? He has no choice but to have a black face, right? So it's up to him to say, I'm going to let this black face demoralize who I am. I'm going to let it characterize who I am.
Do not listen to his jerk as he claims that he's representing indigenous people with his bigoted diatribe.
So what do you represent?
Me? First of all, I represent independence. I represent independence to all people, all free thinkers, human life, okay? First of all, what you're going to do is you find some type of adaptation, some type of upbringing that you've had, okay? Whether it be religious, whether it be basic sense, okay? And you attain to those. Me, I grew up a lot by rules, but by the time I grew up to understand, to think for myself, I found those rules.
How old are you, sir?
Me, I'll be 25 this summer. By the time I was old enough to think that those common rules I was already taught, I can find in other teachings. So the idea is to find the truth in all underlining mediums.
So, all right, let me ask you this. Are you okay with the commodification of culture?
Commodification as in, like, what do you
No, as in, yeah, as in
so gentrification.
Indians.
Gentrification.
No, I'm saying using cultural aspects for
Yes,
profit. And no matter, even if that's not your culture.
I do believe in that being an aspect to whatever it is, whether it be sporting events, whether it be a sense of fashion, whether it be a sense of design, whether it be a movie. I respect representing cultures if it's done correctly.
So that's the point I'm getting to. Do you feel this is representing correctly? This is representing Native culture correctly?
I mean, no. I'll say that. I'll say that this, in a big scheme, is not. But when you look at our roster, look at who our team is. Look who our team is. Think about that. Who's our infield?
I don't know. I can't name you one player on the team.
Exactly. How many of them can name? Not many.
What does that have to do with the
my
logo?
point? Exactly my point.
Okay.
That how many of them people on the team come from native descent?
Oh, I know the Dominican, and I know that a lot of them are.
How many? You just said Dominican. What else?
Cuba.
What else?
The islands, man. Come on. Like, you don't have to. I don't have to be specific. I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
Where am I going then?
I know a lot of the players come from overseas and they can make money and feed their families.
So if these guys aren't even saying nothing, right? Don't get me wrong. I understand that when you're on a platform like that, you may not be able to say certain things.
Right.
I understand that. But when that pride is damn near connected.
But this is the thing. And I understand what you're saying, but this is the thing. What they're advocating is they're not saying change the team move. They're just saying change the logo. You have an argument. Yeah. You have somewhat of an argument because these people are feeding their families, but it's not an economic issue in that sense. It's it's not an economic issue that they'll lose their job.
Can we economically do something better to represent the mascot that we have? 100%.
Yeah, that's all they're saying.
100%.
That's all they're saying.
Okay? But should we appreciate what we have thus far? 100%. I'm not saying that we have the greatest platform and it's the best thing that we have. I'm always striving for the next best thing. Always. I'm never going to be content. I'm never going to be stagnant. I'm never going to sit. That's just not what we do. But I recognize what is. Once you recognize what is, you can find the truth, cross paths.
So you're in agreement with them.
100%.
Why were you?
I told them that. I told them that I agree
Okay.
with them and I respect what they're standing for.
Right.
I understand. But what I'm doing is taking that and just taking a step beyond. You can't listen. She probably has the best sign here. She probably has the best one here.
Okay. So you don't.
We'll fight about. We will be out for something else tomorrow. We can fight against the Dakota Access Pipeline and also fight against a racist mascot. This is why we are out today. We can fight against a racist mascot and also fight against the Dakota Access Pipeline tomorrow.
Right.
There are multiple issues. They are not separate.
Right.
So you cannot say that we're focusing on something that doesn't matter. This matters too. This is
I'm not saying that it doesn't matter because it does. It's a piece of the pie. It's a piece of the pie, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is don't just select a piece of the pie. Go at the whole pie. Who did the first native play for? First native ever inside the
What
league.
are you trying to say?
Who was the first native to ever play in the league?
No, I don't mind.
The first Native American.
Where did he play for? I'm not being racist. I'm representing my people.
Speak intelligently, sir. Speak intelligently. We don't understand what you're trying to say.
That means that you're ignorant. If you don't understand, think about that. If you don't understand, means that you're ignorant. Not ignorant in a bad way.
Are you Latino?
I'm native. I'm Taino.
You're Latino?
Taino.
That means you have Native American ancestry, sir. You probably should be on this
Not
side.
Native American. Taino ancestry.
It doesn't matter. It's all American.
It's all native.
It's all native.
It's not.
It's all native.
Native.
It might not be American.
Listen, what is native?
Your ancestors were colonized and
100%. And am I against that? 100%.
You should learn.
This is not an oppression.
Get educated.
Listen, the way you look at it is an oppression. Listen, the way you're looking at it. Listen, I'm with you. I'm with you in representing what you stand for. 100%.
So why don't you come here and
Because you know what I do? I represent my tribe in the real, truthful essence. When you go,
This is not a true
this isn't.
This is not a tribe, sir.
This isn't. But when you bring your tribe, when you bring people together, as my ancestors taught us to, what does Taino
It's a
mean?
human tribe. Yes, you are correct about human tribe. I agree with you.
Well, I'm speaking. You guys are all here in the front line. I'm approaching you, letting you guys know I see what you're representing. I respect it 100%. Okay? I've been down with natives for a long time. I got people in New York. I got people in Chicago where these natives from my island, when they first came, they had no other choice but to go to those places like New York. It has no place in our city. 100%. 100% I can say that. Okay? But I'm sorry? But I do not believe that the commodification of Chief Wahoo is directly a sense of racism when there's so much history behind
So
it.
you're okay with the appropriation of culture?
I'm 100%. We should integrate culture. Thing is that it doesn't go how we should have it. Because look at our neighborhoods.
Who benefits from cultural appropriation?
White people, white men.
So what are you talking about?
He's an apologist for it.
I'm behind the camera. This is why I'm behind the camera because I try and contain.
You know, struggle.
Yeah, we call that shucking and jiving.
That's exactly what we call it. You know, he did his little soft shoe shuck and jive, right? And we should be honored. So, so he came here, and as you saw, he didn't really wanted to hear anything that anyone else had to say. He wanted to talk, and what he said was, I'm Taino, and, well, he said many things. What I could gather was he was Taino, and he was proud of Chief Wahoo. And also, this is the way things are, and I guess we should just accept that.
He sounded kind of confused because he was against the logo, but there was so much criticism. Exactly.
Yes.
So it shows the confusion this system can create, even amongst people that think they may know.
And so, in keeping with that confusion, so he's wearing corporate symbolisms, corporate images as self-representation, right? And not only as self-representation, but as quote-unquote the representation of his people. When the reality is, 50,000 Tainos committed mass suicide rather than live under colonization and oppression. So he needs to learn a little bit more, I think, about his history.